This could be the last hurrah for the 8400. I didn't break anything and I didn't get stuck, so it was kind of fun. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. So we started cutting wheat yesterday. It was kind of a spur of the moment decision. I didn't have my camera with me, so I didn't get any footage. We are putting the first load in the bin right now. Going up. We got maybe 20 acres cut yesterday. Conditions are not good. It's mud underneath. We had to leave some out in this field, I'll show you. But the moisture's right. It's been running about 14.5, which is what they want for the seed wheat. We're gonna put it in this bin that has stirrators and drying fans. So we should be able to take a couple points out of it. So this field is 16 acres. We had to leave some in the middle in the low ground because it was just too wet. There's rain coming tomorrow and a pretty good chance of even bigger rain coming this weekend. So we're trying to get as much as we can out before this rain comes. I'm pretty sure we won't be able to get it all, which really stinks, but we're gonna get as much as we can, put it in the bin. Thankfully, the guys who are buying the seed wheat from us are working with us. They said get as much as you can in the bin, and if you don't get it all, we'll figure out what to do with the rest later. So I have really bad allergies, and wheat really tears me up. I mean, if I even get a little tiny whiff of the dust, my chest gets tight, I can't breathe. It's just awful stuff. I really don't like dealing with it. That's kind of why I'm staying over here. Dad's got allergies too, but I don't know. He can do what he wants over there. The other thing we got going on is I really need to do some spraying today. We got basically all of our beans left to spray. It's kind of like borderline fit, but with rain coming tomorrow, we got to get something done. So I don't know how much wheat harvest footage I'm going to get. I'm going to try and get at least some drone footage. We'll just go from there. I think I'll get another chance at wheat footage because we're not going to get it all done today. I got to stop talking, figure out what I'm doing. We'll pick this back up in a minute. Well, this field's a lot more fit than I thought it was going to be. If you watch my pumping videos, you know we just got about 8 inches of rain. Well, it'd be about last week, a week ago. So there's not a whole lot of ground that's fit, but we're just trying to get things done that we can get done. I guess these beans should have been sprayed a long time ago, looking back, but the way the summer was looking, it was really dry going up to that rain, so we didn't think that getting 8 inches of rain was really possible this year. But that's just how it goes sometimes. Thankfully, our beans are still pretty clean. These are getting a little dirty. There's some water hemp out there, but they're really not too bad considering, so we're thankful for that. We're not going to be able to get all these beans sprayed before the next rain, I don't think, but we're going to do what we can, and that's all we can do. Well, I got a couple 100 acres sprayed. I figured I'd come home and check on Dad. He's cutting wheat. Oh, looks like he just got started. So I opened this field up last night, and down there along the ditch we got a surface drain, and it was a little wet underneath there, so I kind of cut a little bit of tracks through there. So I'm not sure. Yeah, it looks like he's windrowing, but he must be going down on this side and back on the other side so he can stay light to get through that wetter area. He just took off, so it must be going good. It looks like the auger cart's pretty full, so I'm gonna take it up and dump it in the truck while I'm here. That way he doesn't have to stop. Let's see if I can remember how to do this. PTO. PTO's engaged. Throttle her up a little bit. Open our gate. It's been a while since we had the old 8400 on the grain cart. When we first got this thing, this is what we ran it on. We actually had two 4640s back then. That's what we replaced those with the 8430. We normally run this on the 8430, but it's still hooked to the planter and this tractor was available, so 1,000 bushels of wheat is a little much for this old girl, but ooh, I gotta pay attention. Back up, back up, back up. I think I'll go ahead and get this truck dumping while I'm here. We're just running it real slow, so just kind of let it go, I guess. Where am I at? Wrong side. A few windrows to get some round bales of straw, so he's going to put the chopper back down. I'm going to stay out of the dust. It's pretty easy. You just pop the belt off up top and there's a little hook that you hook it on, and then there's an electric like cylinder ram thing that raises the chopper up, and then you can windrow. That 35-foot head is plenty for that machine, on wheat anyway. It's plenty for it on beans some days, but and those are going to be some awfully big windrows. So anyways, I'm going to bring this tractor back up and check on the truck that's unloading, make sure it's all right. Once I get that unloaded, I'll probably go back to spraying for a little while. He's going to be here for a little bit yet. Then I'll have to come back and help him out because we're going to move to the next farm. Well guys, this could be the last hurrah for the 8400. Dad and I bought a new tractor last week. I'm not going to tell you what it is, and it's not new. It's a new used tractor. It's probably going to replace this tractor. We haven't quite decided if we're going to get rid of it yet. It's one of those things where it'd be nice to have it around, but then again, it's worth a lot of money right now because the equipment market is so high. So if we're ever going to get rid of it, now's the time. And it's getting to the point where it's getting enough hours on it that we might have to start spending some money on it. It's got almost 9,000 hours, and I know these tractors can go 12 to 15,000, but once you get close to 10, that's when you start having these little nickel and dime stuff. So I really hate to see it go. It's been an awesome tractor. Maybe we'll keep it, maybe not. Stay tuned to find out. New tractor's supposed to come sometime in August, so pretty exciting. I like getting new stuff. It's always fun. I'm heading back to Dad's. He just got done over there. We're gonna head over to the next farm. I'm gonna help him move. I've pretty much been spraying all day. I haven't even had a chance to come in and check on him. So we're gonna get stuff moved over there, get a little bit of that cut. I think all we're gonna be able to do is fill the trucks in the grain cart, because we need to weigh that wheat over there at the elevator, because we're putting it all in the same bin, and that wheat is mine, and the wheat that's already in there is Dad's. So we kind of need to know whose is whose, and that's about the only way we know how to do it. We don't have a scale on our grain cart, so we can't do it that way. Well, Mama Angie is helping us today. She's gonna take the grain cart, I'm gonna take the truck. Dad's got the combine, and Grandpa is pulling the header over there. So we got ourselves a convoy, except they're way ahead of us, and it's just us two back here. So I guess it's not a convoy. I can dream though. So funny story, I was spraying in Uncle Danny's beans over here, and there's a wet spot right in the corner. So I was just gonna kind of sneak over to the left edge of it. Well, it got wet a little bit earlier than I thought it was, and that sprayer's got air brakes on it. Well, actually, I don't think they're air brakes. No. Anyways, it's got brakes on it. I don't think they're air brakes, but they're really touchy. And as I started turning, the front wheel started pushing, so I pulled the stick back, hit the brakes, and since they're so touchy, I just started sliding sideways in the sprayer. That was an interesting feeling. I've never done that before. It's kind of cool though. I didn't break anything and I didn't get stuck, so it was kind of fun. Well, I'm going back to spraying, so probably won't do any filming because spraying is boring and loud and you can't hear my camera. So Dad's cutting wheat over there at my field, and it sounds like the weather is going to cooperate enough, sort of, for us tomorrow to get, what am I trying to say? The weather's going to cooperate enough tomorrow for us to get finished up with wheat. So I'm going to pick this video up tomorrow, hopefully get more shots of wheat cutting, and yeah, see you tomorrow. And we're back. If I don't get run over, we'll finish this video. So Dad cut a little bit this morning, I don't know, about 10 o'clock or so. And it tested close to 17%, and he tried it again a little later, and then it was about 16%, and then we just tried it again now, and now it's just under 15. That's what the combine's saying anyway. I'm gonna take a sample to town and make sure, since this is seed wheat, we gotta be kind of fussy on our moisture. So yeah, so I've said it before, this is seed wheat, so what that means is we're gonna sell it back to the company that we actually bought the seed from. They're gonna buy it back from us. They're gonna package it and sell it for next year's crop. We get a little bit of a premium, but we have to handle it a little bit more. We gotta put it in the bin, make sure it's dry enough, and then haul it back out. So a little bit more handling, but the premium is nice. I'm gonna go get our can and get a sample. How do you guys like my new truck? Sounds like he plugged the feeder house. Yep, so he's reversing it out. We're fighting this down wheat. It's just, there's a few spots here and there, kind of either in the floater tracks or where the wheat got double planted, you know, like point rows and stuff. But it's kind of a pain. It's really hard to get. You got to drop down on the ground, and then you're trying to take a lot of material into the machine. It just doesn't work real well. Thankfully, that machine has slip clutches and stuff on the feeder house and the auger, so you don't shove it all the way into the machine and slug it. I mean, that's still possible. I don't want to say that we're not going to do that, but most of the time it'll plug the feeder house before it gets any further. So, like I said earlier in the video, that 35-foot head is probably a little much for this machine on wheat anyway. It's actually not bad when it's standing normal, but you get into this down stuff and you got to take the whole plant through, then it's plenty for it. It makes it snort a little bit. But he'll get through it. I'm going to get my sample to town so I can get going. I got to go get our other truck and bring it out here. There's a chance of rain later, and it's a long story. I'll explain in a minute. Dump this over here, get a sample from over here. The combine has a moisture tester, but it's not super accurate, so we just like to check it at the elevator to be sure. But like I was saying, I gotta go get our other truck because we're actually weighing this wheat at the elevator and then bringing it home to put in the bin, because this wheat is mine. The other wheat is Dad's. Like I said, we're putting all the wheat in the same bin, so we got to weigh it. That way we know whose is whose. But anyways, the elevator is going to close at some point, and we want to be able to keep cutting. So if we've got both trucks and the grain cart, we should be able to, well, there's other factors too, but we should be able to fit all of it in the trucks if we get a load or two dumped, and then hopefully we can finish the field tonight. That being said, there are spots in the field that are going to be too wet, so I don't know if we're going to be able to get it all. You get what I'm saying. Farming stuff, normal farming problems. This truck in the field, this truck's full, Dad's still cutting, looks like he's got some in the grain cart already. I'm gonna take this truck to the elevator, get it weighed, and then go to the bin. I gotta back out of here onto the road. I better check and see if anyone's coming because I can't see anything. All right, we're good that way, and we're good that way. All right, let's go. Can I make it? Ooh. All right, we're at the elevator, got our weight. We are exactly 80,000 pounds. All right, now we're gonna go to the bin. Let's see if I'm backed up far enough. It's been a while since I've done this. I guess that'll work. Start the tractor up, let it warm up a bit. Forgot to open my tarp. So this is a drying bin that we're putting this wheat in. What that means is it's got fans that have burners on them that run off of propane, and you can blow hot air in basically to dry the grain. And it also has stirrators, which is a series of screws, or yeah, basically like little mini auger sliding screws that hang down into the grain, and they just mix it up so you can dry it. We're not actually using the drying part of this bin, we're just using the fans. Since this is seed wheat, we can't run any heat on it, because that will kill the germination of the seed. So they want us to take it out around 14.5 to 15%. That way it's not too dry and we don't damage it. And then they figure if we run the fans on a warm day, we're gonna pull a point or two of moisture out of it. So we got the fans running, we got the spirators running, we got wheat going in the bin. Don't look. Dad's up on top of the bin. Our auger started leaking. It had a small hole in it, and we shoved a paper towel in there and wrapped it with tape. And it's been like that for a few years, but I think the paper towel finally fell out. So he's up there pretending to be a monkey trying to fix it. But I got my truck dumped, and I had to go pick up Garrett from daycare, and it started raining. It got rained out. We had a little pop-up shower. We didn't get much, just enough to knock us out of the field, so we're getting this truck dumped, and I don't really know if there's any left in the grain cart or whatever, but it's tarp sitting in the field, and I think that's going to be it for today. I think we're over half done with that field. We should be over half done. Anyways, I was hoping for a couple wheat harvest videos. We should be able to get one more whenever it gets fit enough to finish this up. I don't think we're going to get much rain. I guess we'll see what happens tomorrow. That's gonna do it for this video, so hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.